Hi guys, hi gals, it's Alex Davidson with you today. Our channel, welcome, questions and answers on immigration to Canada. I would like, using this phone of course, as my supporter, to give you a brief idea of what are the average salaries or average income or average hourly wage when you're planning to immigrate to Canada. So what you could expect, right, based on your occupation. All of this data I would be talking about is taken from Statistics Canada, so 99.9%. It's accurate, it's measured, and that's pretty much what you could expect. I do not pretend in this several minutes video to give you an idea about all of the occupations. It's absolutely impossible, right? However, I would try to measure like what is the average profile of our applicant or a person who is contacting us. Of course, I will not be able to cover everything now. Going straight to the data. Software developer. We're talking about Toronto, Vancouver, and just for the reference, Winnipeg. Okay, so in Toronto on average, and I'm talking somewhere in between, like minimum, maximum, and average numbers. On average in Toronto, you could expect to get at least 35 Canadian dollars per hour. Vancouver, pretty much the same, 35.6, close enough. Winnipeg, 29.5. Right, but cost of living in Manitoba is significantly lower than those in Toronto and in Vancouver, so that's what you could expect. By the way, for those who don't know it, if you could make 29.5 in Manitoba, if you would compare it to even 35 in Toronto, I would choose Manitoba, simply because at the end of the day, what you got in your pocket would be much more in Manitoba, considering the cost of living, of course, right? Carpenter, right? Winnipeg, 21, Toronto 26.5, Vancouver 25. Industrial electrician. I don't know like why we got those industrial electricians, so many of them, right? But still, 36 industrial electricians, $36 for Vancouver, 31 for Winnipeg, 39 for Calgary. Just to give you a reference, right? Certified accountants. So if you're in accounting, if you're in finance, what you could expect is about 35 dollars per hour in Alberta, in British Columbia 29, in Ontario that would be 33.3. Good enough. And HR officer, right? So human resources. Like on average, you could expect to get 24.2 in Ontario. In British Columbia, that would be the same, 24.2. In Manitoba, 25. So, well, in Manitoba, you can actually get more than that. And administrative assistant, right? So pretty much starting position. British Columbia, $22 per hour. Manitoba, $21 per hour. Ontario, 22. Well, good enough. Now, speaking about numbers, oh yeah, last but not least, lots of applicants from India, from Bangladesh, from Pakistan are asking me about those computer technicians, networking technicians. So guys, British Columbia, $22 per hour, Ontario, 22, Quebec, 21, Saskatchewan, 23, Manitoba, 21. So now, get into these numbers. What do they actually mean in terms of yearly wage? So say if you're making $20 per hour, which is lower than computer technician, which is lower than administrative assistant, you could expect to get at least 40,000 Canadian dollars per year. So very rough formula, multiply what you're making per hour by 2, add those zeros, and that's what you're making. So if you're making $20 per hour, 40,000 Canadian dollars, which that's what you would make per year. 25, you would probably make 50. Now, we're not talking here about taxes, we're not talking here about deductions, but look, for the start, for one working person in a family, that's more than enough. Just got 2 working people, 80 to 90,000 Canadian dollars. Very good. That's exactly what you could expect. Speaking about taxes, last but not least, I hear this nonsense all the time. Taxes in Canada 30%, taxes in Canada 40%. I could expect 25% taxes at least. I hear that here and there. I got those in the comments. it's nonsense. No, it's not true. What I would probably do, I would either write down all the numbers and would try to explain to you, like very, very simple, but still. Or if I could, I cannot promise, but I will try, I would take our financial specialist, our certified accountant, to talk to you on camera, so she would be able to explain to you how exactly taxation system in Canada works. But trust me, it's not 30%. It's significantly lower. Stay tuned with us.